So I felt like sharing an experience that I lived through of men being angry that I wouldn't just sell my body for money, like on OnlyFans or for prostitution. It didn't really ever cross my mind. I fell into like extreme financial depravity after going after the principality in Austin, Texas, with the people that were trying to traffic children, and I was coming against them, which led me to like these people were determined to make me homeless or like dead. They couldn't kill me, but anyways, there were times where I actually had to panhandle on the corner of the highway. This was like Riverside and 35 of Austin, Texas, because one time in particular, I needed money for a cell phone. I was getting a job which was not in my field. It was like I just took a job. The principality, they wouldn't let me take a job anywhere in my field because they were threatening everybody that would hire me. They were threatening them that if they hired me, they would ruin their business, which is how I sort of got like fired from my job because my boss was my friend. And when they started coming after him, he was like, "Fuck you," basically, like, excuse my language, he was like, "Fuck you." Like, she's been telling me everything that you're trying to do to her, and I'm not about it, so fuck you. But the Travis County of Austin, Texas, the bar association, whether it's a lie or whether it's true, he couldn't take the risk. They said that they voted that 20,000 lawyers of the county bar in Travis County would ruin his business through their network because the satanic network is so very close and personal and they have a lot of money. They said they would ruin his business if he didn't fire me. So finally, he was like, "I am so sorry. I can't take the risk because I have other employees, but these people are threatening to ruin my business if I don't fire you." And I knew it was coming, so I wasn't upset about it, and I knew I would figure it out. And it's kind of interesting, just side note, that my lawyer has just ghosted me. Like, I don't know if he died or if he retired or if he's retarded. I don't know, but he just freaking ghosted me after we paid him $1,000 to do something he's not doing. Side note, but so, I kind of had to rely on like donations from the channel, and then God's will be done. There was a scenario where I didn't have to pay rent because I was supposed to get a grant from the state. It never came through. They ended up evicting me, which brought me to Buda, which was so much better because I needed to get out of Austin because these people were so predatory. But I did experience the strangest phenomenon when I was panhandling literally for money to eat or get a phone, and both, where men were like angry with me because I guess in their eyes I was like a beautiful woman. What are you doing panhandling for money? Like, just sell your body. Just be a prostitute or just get OnlyFans. But in my mind, that was never an option. But this is a phenomenon that I never could have predicted was a thing until I panhandled on the side of the highway for money just to get a phone so that I could go to work, so that I could support myself. Men were angry with me if I wouldn't accept offers for prostitution. And I feel like a lot of the anger was out of jealousy of the fact that they can't do that in their own sin and their own depravity. They can't just do that, but a woman can. No, I can't because that's totally against God's will. I couldn't do that. But they would give me offers and they would get angry with me because they're jealous that they can't do the same thing because they're coming from a different moral compass that is so depraved that never even crossed my mind. This was the weirdest thing that I experienced. Men angry with me for being poor because I'm quote unquote beautiful. So it just kind of paints a scenario for, if you think about all these women that have done this just to survive or get by, and then it's horrible now because now it's like super glorified. And now these women can't find a substantial husband because at the more extreme extent of OnlyFans, they're making so much money that a man cannot match it, so they are no longer on the market as an eligible woman because the money that they're making, a man could never match it. This is the worst deception of the devil. Like, women save men money. I literally did the math one time. I cost $100 a month. If you wanted me as a wife, I cost $100. My phone and my car insurance. Like, my bills were so low, I cost virtually nothing. If you wanted me as a wife, and then also women save men money when they have a husband. They save them money because they're not going out to the bars and partying and spending all this stupid extraneous money because they have a happy, healthy wife to come home to. We cost virtually nothing to stay home. And then also the woman saves you money because that's in their nature. So this is a very sick and twisted world that we've been living in. I really feel for, women who have made a lot of money in this market because no man can match that. And the bills keep coming, and they've set up their lifestyle to a manner that is congruent with their income, but the income is based on pornography or OnlyFans or whatever. That woman is dead. She's dead in her sin. But we don't cost virtually anything to be married. This is the biggest lie that the devil sold the American women. We cost virtually nothing if in fact we actually save men money by being in a relationship versus being single. It's insane. But the weirdest phenomenon I couldn't have predicted that I experienced in panhandling on the side of the highway, just like a homeless person, even though I had a home, men being very angry with me, like they were jealous, which is like, there's nothing to be jealous about. Why wouldn't you just prostitute yourself? Why wouldn't you just create an OnlyFans? To me, that was never an option. This is a sick world, a sick ass backwards world. What's up, Justin? Good to see you. God bless you too. He knew a woman that made $200 a month on OnlyFans. This is the weirdest thing about OnlyFans. There's like a crazy statistic about women that have OnlyFans, but how come I've never met them? How come it's such a secret? Like, if you have an OnlyFans and you're making money off of it, I feel like it needs to be public. Like, people need to know that you have, just like if billionaires make money, like, you need to know who the billionaires are. So if women are making money off OnlyFans, I feel like in the future, in the near future, like, I need to know that you have an OnlyFans for some reason, for some public interest. I need to know that because there's a crazy amount of women that have it, yet I've never met one. I worked with a dude. I worked with a dude. I took a job at a gas station. I'm a high-end hairdresser, but I took a job at a gas station mostly as a freaking joke and mostly just to prove, like, I will not just forfeit to defeat. I will take a job like anywhere in Austin that I can just to pay your freaking bills. And if you don't want to accept the money, then that's on you. That's on you because I did it and you didn't want it, and then I left. But I worked with a dude at a gas station. He had one video jerking off in the shower. He had some type of image that women liked. It was a black guy with a bunch of tattoos, and he said he brought in like $200 a month just from that one probably a bunch of gay dudes that paid for it also, just for that one video. Crazy. This is a sad, depraved situation. Justin says he was able to stop her from doing that at least. Yeah, because it's going to bring you more prosperous it's going to bring you a more prosperous future. Even if you are a millionaire on OnlyFans, you can't have a happy, healthy life. That kind of wealth is a curse, will bring nothing but demonic possession. And I'm seeing it. I am seeing stuff from these like sexy women. The new content that they're creating is like stuff of nightmares, like stuff of like, and literally they're reenacting their nightmares that is totally being brought to their vision from demonic possession. It's only getting worse. So, yeah, I think I made my point. Well, that's that. You're the right kind of people. Love y'all so much. Have a beautiful night. I just posted James Casbolt's music, Komander music. Are you okay? Komander, Komandr. Komander music. Are you okay? Is his newest song. We do have CDs that you can purchase. There should be links below. Never before seen interviews of James Casbolt. They are ready to be shipped. $30 plus shipping. So we'll send you some. These are good because they are like the original tapes. They're not on Bases TV. They're not anywhere on YouTube. They are never before seen, and this is going to go to support our trip. I'm going out there in February. So it will just help with all those kind of expenses. Also, links below if you just want to donate, or if you want a CD, or if you want to donate. But yeah, this is like high on our radar right now, and it really like rings home because, like I said, when I was like panhandling, like men were mad that I wouldn't become a whore for money because they can't do that. Because I'm supposed to be a whore for money? No, I made it through. I made it by without turning to OnlyFans or prostitution. And that's no insult to women that have done that. But also, women need to wake up to realize like, you are not going to create a scenario where you can become of value to a man when you make so much more money than him being a prostitute. And it's not a happy, healthy life. I pray for porn-free households. Like, I'm really excited for this music video because it's like the final cry. Like, everyone, like, get out of this. Like, a lot of people are turning from pornography and then they are getting delivered through Jesus Christ and they're appearing on podcasts telling their story, which is so awesome to hear. And hopefully that is a new revenue of income for them. It be a lot less, but it doesn't take much to survive. I'm somebody, I live on like, I try to live on the lowest common denominator that it takes to live on because I don't have faith in the economy itself. So I live on the lowest common denominator. But I do know that if push came to shove, I can panhandle the same way the homeless people panhandle. And it has gotten me by time and time again in times of persecution. And I don't want like another level above that. I just want to stay like as basic as possible. I don't want to take on any monthly bills. I don't want to take on any more monthly bills than I have to have. I'm trying to find a roommate for this house because I can easily have a roommate, but it doesn't come easy because you can't just invite anyone into your home. But I'm just trying to keep my monthly bills like as low as possible because I am subject to the behavioral phenomenon of the economy. But I know if anything got as bad as it could get, then I would panhandle because I did a lot of work with the homeless people. They do this day in and day out, and I don't feel like I'm above them. I don't feel like it's interesting because I did it before I actually needed it, but then when I experience the resource that they have, like I was able to utilize the resources that the homeless people had in their world, being just like them, I had a home, they didn't have a home, but this is a resource available to people. But it was weird because I'm a quote unquote beautiful woman. Men thought I should just prostitute. Not just men, like I had women that were like, oh, just come strip with me, just come be a stripper, just come be a hooker. And I would just be like, "Oh, thank you so much, but no thank you." Even when I was in beauty school, I was in beauty school with a lot of ex strippers because they were getting too old to strip. They went to hairdressing and they were like, "Just come to amateur night." And even as a 17-year-old girl, I was like, "Oh, thank you so much. Like, I don't think I will go, but thank you." Like, I was never like condemning them, but I just never wanted to do that. And it's weird how like people and men get like weird and jealous and angry if you don't just be a whore for money. But you can't just be a whore for money because the future is not sustainable for you in that environment. So I'm really excited for this revolution. I really I really pray for a revolution where only the worst people are left in pornography to the point where no one even wants to watch it. Like I pray for a reality where like the women who can be saved out of pornography are saved out of pornography, and then like whoever is left in pornography, like they're so depraved, like you don't even want to deal with them. Like you don't even want to talk to them. I pray for a world that where the women are saved out of OnlyFans, and the only women that are left in OnlyFans are like women you just don't want to deal with at all. And then that creates porn free households. It creates better marriages, better relationships, a less depraved culture. While it might have the illusion of being more depraved, because the only people left in it are going to be the most depraved people that you won't even want to watch it. That's my prayer. All right, check you later. Have a good night. Talk to you again really soon.